gay 90s, as it turns out, weren't really all that gay. There was no time for merriment because every hour was filled with chores, polishing apples, burying puppies. What I mean is, no one was glitter bombed. Suspenders were trendy, but only with the church crowd. Having a beard was both a privilege and an ordinance. The most important tool was the shovel, and railroad workers used it for 16 hours straight, until they all lost their jobs. It's true. Coxey's army looked pretty good until you got up close, with their soot-streaked overalls and general dreariness. Not very Coxey. It's possible the problem was that Council Bluffs was considered a major metropolis. Mormons blazed a trail right out of there, and I, a gapped-toothed Nancy, leapt into their wagon. Beneath the bullet-punched tarp, on a prairie sparkling with dew and starlight, I'd claw at a family of so many boys. They say we're out of Kansas, but in here, we're all friends of Dorothy. Not to be too down, but another horrible thing that happened was the assassination of President Garfield in 1881, who was shot on July 2nd, just about 150 or so days into his presidency, and he didn't die until 2.5 months later, on September 19th, so he had 2.5 months of an agonizing death in swampy, muggy, air-conditionedless Washington, D.C., and so he was shot by a lunatic named Charles Guiteau, who I write a lot of poems about, but this one's just about Garfield, how the wound really shouldn't have been fatal. What killed him was blood poisoning. His doctors didn't sterilize their equipment, and he had over a dozen doctors crying, trying to find a bullet in his lower back. And it's said that by the time of his death, the bullet wound, which was relatively small, became a 3-foot gash, so covered most of his back. Horrible death. This poem is called "Everyone Here is a Tourist." Shipwreck and seaweed choking the tide. My anatomy undone as flotsam, tipping between the hands of plate white waves. Only ice. I wish I were cold. When the pain was about the size and color of a plum, I used a lot of positive self-talk. I felt the water at my throat, but I coaxed it into smoke rings. Coaxed those into Hiram in May, which means essentially daffodils. Pity I lost hold of that. The paper said we'd make it, and I was drunk enough on hope to believe them. The day I died, I told you I might be ready or not. Was that a sin? I told you with the silver dollar stopped over each eye. The horse-drawn shadows have stopped circling on the veranda. They stagger toward me now. Dream in which I clean and dress the wound. Short of breath in a leathered air, a darkness so complete it's mossin. There's a covered bridge, a wooden lung of canoe, and a saltwater lake, nearly a mirror. He arrives with pockets full of rocks, lapless back in his beard. He arrives mute and drained of color, save for a blue apron lifting him off the boards, the rocks pale pillows at the tide. I am Nausicaa, pinned to birch bark, burned neon with wanting. Glossy ivies govern an ache of horizon, thin-lipped, vanishing. At the lake's meniscus, assassination weighs nothing. We are the clotted winter green shadow, neither coming nor going. All right, last poem of the night. From a very different manuscript. This one's much lighter. Yeah, it's kind of a manuscript that deals with love poems alongside hate poems, and this poem kind of has both in them. I'd like to dedicate this to Pete, my boyfriend. But just joking, not really. That would not be a good thing. It's called Why Our Apartment Should Become My Apartment Again. Because it feels like we're buying inventory now for a Radio Shack that will open in 3 decades. Like we're behind the Argyle chain link that separates next and none of us can climb. Because the whole thing is really just a horseshoe we found and taped string to since we couldn't afford the harp. It's the tragedy of timeshare. The family before us must have taken this gravel board because in each of your eyes there is one shred of pink confetti, and confetti has a life of only seconds before it's swept off or dead under the couch. Because sometimes coming home to you is like coming home to an empty house with the fridge door left open and the freezer too, with dinner and dessert sliming toward the dog's mouth. Only we don't have a dog because you wanted to braid its hair and I wanted a greyhound. So we have candles, and every time I burn one, I open the windows and let the trees take the smell on their branches like scars, because we can't keep relying on vanilla bean to cover this. This is the decade after the Renaissance, and we're a stammering fermata. We're the estrangement of a cat's expression when held before a mirror. We're spreading earthquake glue on the sidewalk in the middle of a hailstorm. We're like 24-hour banking, convenient, but US subject lines quarantined in my spam folder. It's like you're trying to fly a flag made from saran wrap, like you're the one illuminating tile in a sod floor, like contacts for glass eyes, like haircuts for fur coats, or for coats just in general. This is pointless. This is a patch of floss yearning along the frame of a black and white movie. This is changing the part in my grandfather's hair, and he's 4/5 homeowner. Sharing a bathroom with you is like writing an award-winning essay on what it means to be black and gay and underwater. Because there's a ring in the toilet, and I'm trying to flush it down. You are the unexplored attic of a cartographer's mansion. It's the time of the night when the sky clears its throat, rubs away the black, and waits for the pink sweat of Eraserhead to bring in the morning. It's that point in the set when the vile green chanteuse tips off the stage corner toward my lonely table, microphone stand between her legs, when my fingertips drum, etiolate, fragrant bouquet of flagrant carelessnesses. No heels can ride me back to where I was with you, pure as unicorns. The first time I lay at the end of the bed and saw how tall you were, inside, where I crouch and fret, waiting for the latch to fill with the key, warm and scuffed, its nickeled head punching through your back